Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chason Show. If I said that right, I hope I did. Welcome to an all-new season of the podcast. Still technically considered the Press Box Bros podcast, but it's not at the same time. Rebrand, new shit. So, yeah, here we go. So, today's guest is one of my best motherfucking friends, Patrick Ogden. How's it going, dude?
It is going pretty good.
So, I haven't seen you in what? March? March?
Yeah, March.
Since March. That's
COVID started happening and they sent everybody home.
So that's what, about 6 months? I don't know. I can't think. March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
About 6 months.
It's about 7 months. Yeah. So it's what has happened since we last met face to face?
I guess a lot. Work is just crazy as all hell because it seems like that during the pandemic, everybody decided they wanted to go to rural America, to Garrett County, Maryland, where, it's just one giant lake and a lot of mountains and hiking. And there was this statistic from last summer to this summer. Sales in Garrett County went up nearly 700%.
Holy shit.
So we were swamped this entire summer. Everybody that works at Arrowhead that has been there since, the pandemic started, we're all just burnt out.
I bet.
We're all just tired as all hell.
I completely feel that, dude, except I probably don't know the amount of, can't relate to the amount of people going in at one time. But
and all these stupid Taurons. Oh my god.
The Taurons?
Yes.
I love that name. Taurons.
Tourist morons. They're god. So
last time we spoke was obviously when I was being sent off back home. So how's Garrett County been? Has it, as you mentioned before, there were a massive influx of people. How is it calmed down a bit since COVID-19 took over?
I guess after Labor Day, it maybe died down just a tiny bit. Like, we're still busier than we were this time last year, like majorly more busy, which kind of sucks because we were all hoping that it would die down a lot, but it hasn't. We've heard from a lot of the realtor companies up here that from now through the next 2 months or so, all of their houses are booked, and not just for weekends, for the entire weeks.
Wow.
And I'm assuming it's because since, everybody can do online school now, families are going on vacation and, their children can just do their online classes up here so they can all,
that
take
is
a week
if they have internet connection.
Yes, that's true. But I'm sure that a lot of the houses have like Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
Yeah, because, I know it was very hard when I was out there. Like, I wouldn't get signal. Like, we'd be in Oakland, and I wouldn't get signal at all. And the only place where I could really get signal was coming past Arrowhead, I believe. It was right past Arrowhead to the school. And then on the other side of the school towards Southern, it would be... because Southern... If you go towards... No, Southern... Southern would be towards the Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And then... The Northern is the... Northern, there's just nothing up to Northern, right? From the school? Like, other than the shop,
there's like the shop and save. If you keep going, you can get to like Accident and stuff like that. No? Is it Accident?
Because I think...
I don't know, but I think Accident might be somewhere. I think Accident is near Northern. But, you keep going up there, you can get towards Friendsville. You can, I think, end up getting... I don't even know what else is up that way. I don't really go up that way. But, Northern, I don't really know much past that way. I know that there's like a horse supply store or something. There's some ABC stores, so,
if children can learn their ABCs and not the ABCs that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
The foul language ABCs.
The ABCs of their liquor.
Exactly. So when I was younger, that actually brought a Vietnam flashback. When I was younger, my brother and I would hang around with this kid, and he had a potty mouth worse than mine. And mind you, he was like 3 years younger than I was at the time. And he came up with the inappropriate ABCs or something like that. And he would be like, A is for asshole, B is for bitch, and would just go like on and on for each letter that he could think of a cuss word for.
D is for cunt.
I love that word. That's such a great word.
Dude, okay, so today at work, so in the bathroom in our warehouse, the fan was like, you know, acting up or something the past like week or so, right? So I go back there today, and one of the warehouse workers are like, "Hey, look, we got a new fan." I'm like, "Wow!" So now it won't smell like shit in here all the time. And he's like, "Yeah, but look at this." So he goes in the bathroom with me, and he reaches up this one tile, and I'm not going to say the name of the worker there, but I'm assuming it was written there like a while ago. But it says, "This person is a cunt," and I was like, holy shit, like, how long has that been there? He says, I don't know. We just discovered it today. I was like, dude. Like, literally, this person took the time to take out a tile, a drop tile in the ceiling, and on the side of the wall, write, blank is a cunt. Like, what?
I mean, that's creative. You gotta admit, that's creative.
I guess, yeah. But they spelled cunt with a
K. They must have not been a very smart person then, I guess. Either that or they chose to be funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Or it was creative intuition. Who creative
intuition. Speaking of creative intuition, for those of you who don't know, Patrick here is an aspiring actor, as was his friend, Jay, that I had on the show a couple months ago. Tell us what inspires you to be an actor.
So here's the thing. I don't really think that's what I'm going to do anymore.
Really?
Yes. So because of the way that the world is going and the fact that...
Going to be a porn star?
No. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't think my dick is big enough. But so with the way that the world is going and the fact that musical theater itself is a dying art and not many people attend it anymore, and I think for the next couple of years of our lives it's going to be social distancing and stuff like that. So I feel like there's not going to be much of a need or want to go to a musical or an onstage theater show. So that's one of the reasons, and if that is the case, then I don't think I'd be able to make a proper living to afford rent or housing, food, my lifestyle, a family, whatever like that. So what my plan is now is after I finish this year at Garrett is maybe go to Towson or somewhere else. Yeah, I might come down near you.
Yes.
I don't know if it's going to be Towson for sure, though, but that seems to be the top one right now.
I mean, Towson's a good school. It's cheap and it's very affordable.
They've got
beautiful town.
And they've got a great teaching major, teaching thing.
So now you're going to teach porn acting to children. I swear to God, I have the IQ of a toddler.
I guess they could write a script for that with because what I want to do now is become a high school creative writing and theater teacher, because I took creative writing last semester at Garrett and I absolutely loved it.
And you sent me some of your work and it was amazing.
My teacher says that I'm really good. So that that kind of inspired me, I guess. So if musical theater is a dying art, I want to teach it to kids and make them appreciate it, and maybe make it more alive, make it not dying. I want to do what my teacher did to me. I want to, like Miss White did, I want to inspire kids. She made me love theater, and I want to make kids love theater. And then since I like creative writing, I want to help kids be able to express themselves in writing and stuff like that, whether it's poetry or short stories or novels, whatever. I want kids to be able to express themselves. Like that needs to happen in society today, because I feel like our generation we felt like we were all suppressed by our parents and shit like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like we didn't really get to express our emotions or our feelings or what we wanted, and I feel like that needs to be happening, because our generation is so fucked up because of that.
I mean, to that point, we were born either right before or right after 9/11. We don't know a time before TSA. We don't know a time before big government. And I'm not going to get into politics on this, but I'm just going to say, like, we don't know a time without a huge government that regulates everything before that. And, when our parents were children, they were basically free. They had a lot less restrictions than they do nowadays. Now, because you got stranger danger, you got, assholes killing people. You got to be safer nowadays. And, I feel like they don't understand what it's like to grow up in this era where we're super regulated, and they've experienced their childhood. Now they try their best to make it enjoyable for us, but it makes it difficult because there's that generation barrier, and there's a lot of different things happening nowadays than there were, the say 70s, 90s, 80s, whatever, they were children.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, this society has definitely changed a lot since they were a kid, and I feel like a lot of parents don't quite grasp that, and I feel like a lot of them try to inflict the morals and standards of their childhood onto their children.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work.
Because they were living in an age before, not television. They were living, before internet, so they can't surf the internet, connect with their friends easier than it is now. Because, even though a lot of us are just dead inside, and we want, we all want to die in some capacity.
Commit toaster bath.
Exactly. You want to commit jumping off roof spread eagle. That's a new one that I came up with. I remember where did you first say that? Where was that? Was that during class?
I think it had to have been during class or something.
Because so backstory here, we were Patrick and I were both in an acting class together. Among we were in three different classes together, correct?
Yeah, we were in the acting class.
And then we were in
the same math class.
And then we were in the computer class in our second semester.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another one. I don't think there was.
I don't think there was. I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it. But I mean, so for backstory, we were in the same acting class, and I forgot who first said it. I don't know if it was you or it was Kat, maybe?
It's possible it was Kat. I don't remember.
Because I remember her saying that a lot.
It was a word that we all learned in 11th grade honors English. And
for the people who don't know what it is, could you debrief people on what it is?
Defenestration is death by jumping out a window. So if you jump out a window and die, you defenestrated yourself.
It's a mouthful.
It's a fun word, and I love it.
It really is. It really is a fun word. So, again, going back to kind of acting, would you be opposed to if you got the chance, film acting as opposed to musical theater or theater in general?
I've thought about doing film acting. I don't know. To me, film acting just doesn't give me the same, I guess, adrenaline rush, I guess you could say, or the same
kind of feeling,
yeah, the same feeling of accomplishment, I guess, because with musical theater, it's on stage, it's live, it's in front of an audience, live audience, and it's do or die. Get it right, or
you
shit
die.
Goes south. Get it right, or shit goes south. And I don't know. There's just something about that, about being in front of that live audience, hearing them cheer and cry, and
it's a shared experience.
It's awesome, but you can't really experience that with film acting. I mean, I guess you can if you go to the premiere of your movie or whatever, or your TV show, and there's people in the theater audience, but it's not the same.
Yeah, because I
mean, if given the chance, though, I would definitely do a movie musical, like how there was just like Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and shit like that. I would definitely do something like that.
Because you've got a very good singing voice. I've had the opportunity to hear that in the car when you're driving places. You'd sing and everything and anything. I remember there's one song in particular. I don't know the name of it. I actually heard it the other day, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Patrick's song. I call it Patrick's song. It was the Eat Pussies or Oreos, something with Oreos.
Cookie, I'm a cookie monster.
No, not that one.
Break your
It was like Eat in Between like Oreos or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's the same song. Like an Oreo. I love to lick the middle like an Oreo. Oreo.
I felt like it was more of a rap song.
Are you sure?
It was like eating pussy like it's Oreos or some shit like that.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's this song. It's Cookie by R. Kelly, and it's
I Spy with My Little Eye, or there's one lyric in there. I was I Spy with My Little Eye by...
Oh, I Spy. That's Kyle featuring Lil Yachty.
I think it might have been that song.
I ain't been getting high. Want me to be a little baby, I don't want to lie. I know when you text me, girl, I don't always reply. Well, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. That song? Yeah,
that one. I heard that one the other... I forgot where I heard it. Probably in the car.
So there's that version. There's the original version. And then there's a mashup with that song and a Panic at the Disco. And it's so much better, just like because it's the same. They use the same voices, but it's a different music, and I think they sped up the voices just a tiny bit to match with the music, but it's more like rock, and it's.
I'll have to check that out.
Awesome! It's just so much better than the original. I think.
Is it on Spotify? Or is it on YouTube?
I don't think you can find it on Spotify. I think you have to look it up on YouTube. Just, in your free time or whatever, just look up I Spy X Panic at the Disco mashup.
Because Panic at the Disco, Brandon Urie, he's the head singer, right? Lead singer?
I believe so.
I know he's white, white, skinny, and he's got like a big hair. That's all I can remember, but I know
I don't know names.
He's a good singer. Whoever the lead singer is, a really good singer. But like, with a lot of music, I've actually over the past, speaking of music, over the past like couple of months since I've gotten my car, I've been listening to a lot of music, right? And God, you should hear me singing in the fucking car. Like literally, I actually got some looks the other day because I had all my windows down, sunroof open, music loud as fuck, and I was singing. And some girl, probably, I'd say mid to late 20s. She looks over at me, and I'm just like, singing, just bop my head, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I look over, I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry." I put up my windows real quick.
I get that all the time. I'll be driving, playing my music, and I'll be like bopping my head, like bouncing up and down, basically as I'm driving. And I see all these people as they go by me or they're next to me. They're just looking at me like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Like,
I mean, when the good song's on, you gotta bop with it. I mean, when a good song's on, you gotta bop with it. You gotta go on.
You gotta bop. Like, if it's a good song and you want to bop, you want to bop.
Especially if it's one that you know all the lyrics to. Yeah. I mean, even with that, and it's not even hard to really learn lyrics of a song. Like, so the new album, I don't know if did you listen to the album yet that I sent you? The score was Carry On.
No.
So that album came out like what, 28th, so it's how many days ago the 28th was? I can't even keep it straight these days. But I already know
it was almost about a month ago.
Almost about a month ago. It was within 10 days of a month ago. and I already know half the songs on that album. There's 15 songs on that album, 3 of which were already like established songs by them in the previous EPs. But I actually learned the one on the bass guitar yesterday. I was really proud of myself, or 2 days ago. I was really proud of myself, even though it's like a fucking 5-note riff, and then it goes into different variations off and on. But yeah, no, like when a good song's on, you gotta bop. You just gotta go off.
Yeah. It's just, you get that feeling and you go with that feeling.
You do. It's just so good. It just feels so good, especially, you know, when you got friends in the car. I've only had it like twice when friends have been in the car, and they're looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that happens to me all the time. A certain song comes on, and I start singing and jamming, and people in the car are just like, what the fuck is this?
Was I the only person that didn't say, what the fuck is this?
No, I've had a lot of people go, what the fuck is this?
Well, no, I never said what the fuck is this. I always was like fucking bop. I know I didn't know the lyrics, so I was just bopping along with you.
Yeah, you bop along.
You got to find the right people to drive with, and you got to find like the right people who hype you up, though don't be irresponsible while driving, but hype you up in the sense of like fucking singing. Because I know when my brother's in the car, I can be very irresponsible driving, because maybe a certain someone is encouraging that behavior. My brother. But yeah, no, like, you gotta have the right people in the car to fucking just go off. Especially when you're alone. It's kind of sad though when you're alone in the car and you're just driving. Sometimes I'll just drive for hours on end with aimlessly, just no purpose, just listening to music because it's calming and it's relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, but speaking of irresponsible driving,
oh God, what did you do?
No, this wasn't. So this was today.
Yeah.
Like maybe an hour, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, maybe not even. So you know, where I live, we don't get our trash picked up by some company or whatever, by the city. Some people do, not everybody, not my area. So we have to buy permits to like the dump or whatever,
so
and we have to take what?
So you have to buy a permit to take a dump.
Yes, exactly. So we take all of our trash, and put it in one of our cars that has the sticker on it, and take all of our trash to the dump. So I did that today after I got home from work and cleaned the bathroom and some of the house and whatever. And on my way home, on this one street, there's this really sharp turn, and I was in my lane all the way. This one asshole comes around, and he's halfway in my lane on this sharp turn.
Oh, I hate that.
And it's almost too late before I realized that. So I actually had to swerve off of the road, like halfway off the road onto fucking, grass, gravel, and all that shit, so that I didn't get fucking, in a head-on collision by this asshole in the fucking lane.
That's ridiculous.
And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? You nearly fucking killed me. Fucking idiot. Like, I swear some of the drivers in Garrett County
just go off.
Some of the drivers in Garrett County are fucking ridiculous. I can't tell you how many times I get blinded at night by assholes with their high beams on because, it's pitch black in Garrett County at night. Is. There's very few places with actual street lamps. So everybody has their high beams on, and you're supposed to turn them off when you're either, too close behind a car or when there's a car coming, your way. A lot of these people don't. And a lot of these people will ride your ass with their high beams on. And you're God, I just want to brake check them almost.
But you don't want to ruin your car.
Exactly. Nor do I want to get a ticket for reckless driving.
True.
God, people, but I can almost guarantee that people in the city are worse at driving.
Well, I mean, I don't live in the city. I haven't driven down the city. I don't think I will. But the people in Harford County, like, some of them are good drivers. Some of them are just a bunch of boomers who just can't drive. I was behind one today on a road that's like 40, people go 50 on the road, but it's like a 45. And this bitch was going 30. She was going, and it's one lane both ways. And I'm like, bitch, hurry up. And I had to turn. And I'm like, well, I can't go really slow and then miss the fucking light because this bitch is go. Oh my God. Boomers should have their license taken away from them. Honestly, some people are. There's one woman who is like, she's swerving in and out of the lane. She was going easily 80 in a like 60. And this was on Route 1, where it's like, for most parts, a one lane, both way road. This has happened to be one side where it was 2 lanes. This bitch is swerving in the middle of the fucking road, right? And I'm like, I can't pass this woman because if I blow past her, she doesn't see me. She can kill me if I'm going faster than her to get around her. And then on the other hand, if she crashes into someone, I need to be able to react fast enough to like stop the car, move out of the way, so I don't get hit by the stopped cars. And I mean, people cannot drive, especially nowadays. Apparently, the MVA at least down here, for what I know, you don't have to actually go on the road for the driving test anymore. At least for COVID, you just go to the parking lot out right next to the MVA. You do the park and stuff, and then you take the test, and then you're on your merry way. Which is dumb.
Yeah, because they can't tell if you can drive on the highway.
Yeah.
If you can drive just anywhere. Basically, they figure out if you can drive in a parking lot and park.
Yeah, like, that's not going to come in handy. Fuck, the woman I did my driver's test with was a bitch. Like, so first off, it started wonderfully when she thought she saw a spider in the car, freaked the fuck out. Luckily, we were only in the parking lot, but she freaked the fuck out. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Oh my God, what's going on? Did I do something? Did I see? And she's like, stop the car. So I put it in park. And luckily, so it was in the car that's mine now. I bought it off my dad. And this woman gets out of the car. She's like, oh my God, I thought I saw a spider. I'm like, don't you fucking... I hate spiders. I've got arachnophobia. And I'm like, don't you
really?
Yeah, I hate spiders.
I did not know that.
I will go at them.
Spiders.
Dude, I saw a spider in my basement. Actually, there were 2 within 30 minutes. And I was like, nope. I eventually got the guts to go down there with a vacuum it up. Just keep the vacuum running so it just suffocates and dies. And then I turn off the vacuum. I saw 2 of them within a span of 30 minutes. Like, fuck this. It's bad. Go ahead.
So, we used to have this thing. I think we still have it, actually. It's called like a bugzooka or something like that. Is that
thing where you go like that?
No. Like, so it's this. I guess it's like this tube, and it's got this like spring powered, like,
Is it like a pen almost where you like scoop, or like a thing where you scoop it up and then it's like you take it outside?
No. So you push in this, I guess, one part so it expels all of the air out of it. And then, it locks in place. And then, so there's a tube, and on the end of the tube, there's a little, like, trapdoor compartment that, like, hinges down, but it's always pushing up. So you press the button, and the contraption, goes back to normal, and in doing so, creates a suction of air going through the trapdoors. So basically, you just go up. You go up to a spider, a stink bug, or whatever, and you push down this thing, and then you go up to it and you press the button, and it basically just sucks them into this like little tube. And I used to I'd find a spider, like a decent sized spider, and I'd suck it into the tube, and then I'd go and find like ants or like stink bugs or something else,
Jesus.
and then I'd suck them into the tube, and I'd watch the spider eat this.
Jesus. 2-1.
But yeah, so like I don't know, I would just give spiders meals. by using this bugzooka thing. I mean, yeah, I trapped them in this thing, and they couldn't really create a web. But hey, I was feeding them.
You're one sadistic fuck.
Hey, I let them go afterwards. I let the spiders go after having a bunch of other insects killed.
So you were basically committing ant genocide at that point.
Ant genocide, stink bug genocide.
So just mass genocide for no apparent reason.
I mean, I guess.
But hey, at least we have a lot more. Oh, I wouldn't say at least we have a lot more of those fuckers. I don't like them. But yeah, at least you took care of some population control.
I mean, yeah, and stink bugs suck. I hate stink bugs.
I had one in my car yesterday. I'm like, I'm not touching this fucker because it's gonna smell up my car. I'm like, I don't feel like going to the store and buying Febreze. So I just put down all my windows, and it was cold too. It was in the morning. I was going to practice, and I just like kind of just go shoo at it, and eventually just left the car. But insects are annoying. I had one the other day. I had one. It was a grasshopper on my dashboard. So I'm driving, and this thing's like, being pressed up against the glass. I'm like, I'm on the road when I just exit my house. So it's, just a 30-mile-an-hour road. No one's on the road at that time. So I'm like, come on. It's on the other side of the car, too. So I couldn't reach out and around, or, I wouldn't, nonetheless, I wouldn't be able to reach there. But
you didn't want to turn on your wiper because then you smear this thing all over your windshield.
And then, of course, it was the day before a meet. So, it was race day. So I'm like, it's bad luck if you kill a grasshopper. And
is it?
Yeah, I believe according to like some shit that it's a bad luck. And I'm not a very superstitious person, but I'm like, what if I do something stupid and it causes just bad luck? And of course, it's on a race day, so I know that would go towards the race, which I eventually did horrible at, but it is what it is.
I mean, you'll improve. You live and you learn.
Yeah, at least also the race at Northern tomorrow is a 6K. So last week was a 5K. This week's gonna be a 6K. Basically just around the school. You're just doing a big loop around the school twice, which it doesn't seem too bad. Apparently, it's flat. So I'm like, okay, I can't.
And I guess at least after the first lap, you know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, I already want to kill myself mid race, but
Yeah.
Dude, honestly though, I think now I enjoy running like 8Ks and 10Ks as opposed to shorter distance races for some reason. I don't know, because I guess it's because
you're a distance person.
Unfortunately.
Oh man,
dude, I was never able to sprint. Like, sprinting sucks.
So, I think you knew this, but I swam for a lot of my life.
You did water polo, right?
Yeah, I did water polo freshman year of high school at my old high school in Baltimore, Mount St. Joseph. But like ever since I was like 6 or so, I was on a swim team. And because we lived down in Baltimore and we moved out to Garrett County in 2016. So, since I grew up in Baltimore, right next to my house was this pool that you had to pay to be a member of, I guess. But it wasn't super expensive. It wasn't super fancy, whatever. And so they had a swim team. And so ever since I was 6 until we moved out here, I was on the swim team basically every single year. And then freshman year of high school, of course, I did winter swimming at Mount St. Joe's. And then we moved out here, and I didn't do it for summer. And then for 2 summers after we moved up here, I was on the Manor Rays team, which is like the Garrett County swim team that they do in the summer at the college. And I was never a distance person. Like I would always do sprints, like 50s, which is 2 laps, or 100s, which is 4 laps of the pool. With like a normal 25-meter pool. And then there were times that I would do like 200s and stuff like that. But if I was doing a 200, which is 8 laps, I would only do freestyle. I would not let them put me into like a 200. Butterfly, I fucking hate butterfly. I don't particularly care for backstroke either. But freestyle is I guess like a lot of people, my strongest. And then breaststroke, I'm
titty
decent
stroke.
at. Huh?
That's a titty stroke.
Titty stroke. Heck yeah.
You know, I was never really a
titties.
swimmer. Like, I can swim, but I was never really like a competitive swimmer, and I don't think I could swim for like much more than probably what. Well, competitively, I'd say, and fast for that matter. Like, I don't think I could swim 300 meters or 300 meters fast. I don't think I could do that.
I can't really do it fast, but I'd be able to do it. Like if I like pace myself, I could. I mean, I once swam a mile, which I think in a normal sized pool, I want to say it's about 72 laps.
Let's see. So if 100
that seems
is
a little
4,
high, though. I'm not sure.
Then so let's just put it in distance of track. So which was kind of close. It's meters. So 400 would be 100. So 4 times 100 is 400. Yeah, 400. So that would be. Wait, no. So 100 meters. So
100 meters is 4 laps.
4 laps. So 4 times.
A 400 meter would be 16 laps.
Yeah. So then 16 times. It would be what? 4? Hold on.
16 times what?
It would be 16 times 4, correct? Because it would be the 4 laps.
64? That sounds about right. 60. It might be 64
yeah,
laps.
Because it's on a track. It's 4 laps on a track. So 400 meters per lap. So yeah, that sounds about right. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me, guys. If don't like DM me and make fun of me because I can't do math. My brain is shut off. School has just killed me. Honestly, I hate this online shit. I really do.
But yeah, so if I pace myself, I can do pretty well. I think I did a mile in 27 minutes swimming.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean it's because you definitely go a lot slower in the water than you do running. So there's a lot of people I've learned in swimming. Well, I mean, I guess some of the younger people and beginners. It's really hard for them to learn how to do flip turns. I don't know if you know what flip turns are.
I'm a lifeguard. I'm a lifeguard. I know what they are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as you're getting towards the end of your lap, you need to do another one. You don't really touch the wall with your hands unless you're doing back. If it's freestyle, you don't need to touch the wall. You just get close enough, and then you basically just, I guess, do a flip underwater, and you push off the wall with your feet and go into a streamlined butterfly, and then continue. But a lot of people, it seems like they have a really hard time.
For the longest time
of a flip turn.
Yeah, for the longest time, when I would try to do one, it would be hard, and because when I was lifeguarding, a lot of the people I guarded with were on swim team, so they know how to do it. And here I was, I'm trying to do one. I'm like, fuck, I can't even do that. I guess it comes when you're like younger. You got to be taught younger, and that's how you get to master it. I mean, I learned it within at least like maybe a month or two. Because again, at that time when I was guarding, I wasn't really swimming a lot because I was working hours on end. So,
I mean, it's hard to learn, but once you get the hang of it, it gets kind of easier.
Yeah,
then after you can initially do it, then you have to perfect it. Like you want to be nice and tight. You want to basically do a spin as you're doing your flip to get the least amount of effort with the most amount of power. And to be able to get a really nice push off of the wall into that perfect streamline.
A flip turn sounds easy.
For coming up above the water.
A flip turn sounds easy when it's talking about a diving board, but not in the water.
Yeah.
So, why don't you tell everyone about your 100% shooting average in basketball?
So it might have been. I don't think it was first grade. I think second grade. So at my I went to K through 8 school. It was a private school. It kind of sucked ass. But I played basketball, I think, from 2nd to 8th grade. I wasn't really good at all. And I was mainly a bench warmer, I guess. But whenever they did put me in, I was either a forward, not a power forward, just like a forward. My teammates never passed me the ball, unless it was basically a last resort. So basically, I was only there to get rebounds and to give it back to my teammates. And then I would play center as well on defense because I was one of the bigger people on the team. So I would, block shots and shit like that. But they only really ever gave me the ball where I could really shoot once. And from my 2nd grade to 8th grade career of playing basketball, I shot once and I made it that once. So technically, in my entire basketball career at that school, I have a 100% shooting accuracy.
Hey, NBA, I know you might be busy right now, but hit Patrick up. I know he's a little late to the game, but sure you can figure something out.
Heck yeah. With a little tweaking, I might be able to get another 100% shooting accuracy as a bench warmer.
We should get what's his name? The Mavericks. Shit. He's on Shark Tank. Why can't I think of his name?
I haven't watched Shark Tank in ages.
My dad has been watching that show. He every night he'll watch that show, even if it's on reruns. So he'll just watch it over and over again. He'll try to talk to us.
They're kind of cool.
They are. But it's annoying. My dad's like, they had this thing on
for certain solutions.
There was this one that I saw. It was it was really, really intuitive. They had a tarp. It was like a different material of tarp. You put it in the bed of a truck, put water in it. It's a trunk or pool in the trunk of a truck, which was, I knew that was a thing, but that's cool that they actually patented. I can't speak. Patented. Fuck, I know I said that right. Patented.
Yeah.
Patented.
Because it's a patent. So the
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Patented.
I'm kind of retarded. I think you probably already know that. You know me well enough.
I mean. Oh, I thought I snatched a mosquito out of the air, but I didn't.
Are you gonna sacrifice it to the spiders again?
No, I was gonna fucking kill it. I hate mosquitoes. Dude, okay, so first 2 weeks of June, my family took a vacation down to the Outer Banks for 2 weeks. And
you find John B?
No. No, I didn't. But so my oldest sister has 2 kids. They have the same birthday, October 30th, but they're born 2 years apart. So it's Christopher, who's going to be 4 in October, I believe, and William's going to be 2. And William is also my godson, even though he's my nephew. But so my sister and I took the boys for a walk around, near the house that we were staying at. And we got to this one part. It was a lot of stagnant water. And as soon as we passed this, it just seemed like there was this one threshold. As soon as we passed this threshold, we got swarmed by these big-ass mosquitoes. They were the biggest, nastiest fuckers I have ever seen. And, we both just immediately, we were both just immediately fuck this. And we picked up the kids, turned around, and booked it. And it, I got eaten the most. I was holding William, and she was holding Christopher, and we just booked it. And I don't think the boys got bit at all, but I got eaten up. I had 5 bites on each arm.
Oh.
I had some bites on my legs, on my back, on my neck, on my chest. They were eating me through my clothes. These were the nastiest mosquitoes I have ever encountered, and they were big.
Down south, they're fucking huge. We went on vacation.
It was crazy.
Dude, the ones down here aren't. They can be bad. Some summers we'll get them very, very bad. Some summers, we'll we'll get swarms of them, like the cicadas. It comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, we haven't had a really bad cicada summer in a while. Fuck, that does not mean anything good. I mean, we might have. I just don't remember. But I mean, like we went to Myrtle Beach for vacation this year, and like it was humid as fuck down there. I think you saw my story. My brother and I were messing around with the golf cart, and then we sent her a little too hard.
Just a little.
Just a little too hard. And then we also set off the firework too in the middle. Did I tell you about that? I put on my private story, but what happened was my brother had gotten a firecracker, and it was a loud motherfucker. It was loud. I don't remember how he got it, but that part doesn't really matter. And so he set it off in the middle of the fucking street. Like, so the way Myrtle Beach is set up, so there's avenues, and then there's the main road, and there's not really a quote unquote street. So they're just avenues with like houses and stuff. We were on the side with the rental houses. And he sets it like right in the middle of the street, but closer towards like where we can hide. And we set it off. He set it off. He lit it, and we fucking booked it behind this house. And then it was the loudest fucking bang that I've ever heard. And we're like, shit. So we're running. We go behind we're behind this house that's being like remodeled. So no one's there. No one, lives there. So they don't really see us. Then we were trying to find a way to so we didn't have to go back on the road right by where we did it. So we try to figure out a way behind the house. Of course, there's this fence that we were running. And like, mind you, it's very, very humid. So mosquitoes are out. I was wearing flip-flops because I'm an idiot. Because we were running through the streets. I was in flip-flops because I'm an idiot. And so we had to hop this fence, but my foot gets there's a part of the fence that sticks into my foot, which fucking hurt. And it was bad. And I'm like, it wasn't like very, very bad, but it just hurt to the point where it's like, and notice like a little limp.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're running back, and mind you, my parents had people over, had my mom's cousins over, and we were staying with my grandmother, and then my grandfather. They were over there. We were able to sneak out while they were all having a little party, and we come back, and we're like, fuck, like that was loud. Not even 5 minutes before we get into the house, there's another bang going off. So we think it was someone setting off fireworks, but like we didn't hear another peep after that, which was it was funny. So we're like, shit, like does someone have a fucking shotgun? Is someone like shooting people that they think set it off? Because it was probably easily 9-10 at night, so there are little children sleeping. And when something like we were probably easily 200 meters from the bang, and it was so freaking loud.
Jeez.
It was almost like it was sitting right next to us. That's how loud it was, 200 meters away. So I can only imagine what it was like right in the blast area.
Dude, okay, so you talking about how loud that was reminded me of this one time when I was still living back in Baltimore. Me, my two brothers, and my neighbor, who's a little bit older than me. I think a year older than me. I
think I know where this is going. I think you might have told me this story. Just refresh me on it.
I don't know. But so this was at a point in time when we were all big into airsoft, right? So we were looking up ways to make airsoft grenades. And one of the simplest, easy ways that we found was you just take like a plastic water bottle, like a Aquafina or Deer Park, Dasani, whatever, and you take like a butter knife, and on each, so like, you want to do like 4 of these, so like I guess each quarter of the bottle, you just take this butter knife and you just kind of crease it, right?
Yeah.
And then you fill it about a third of the way with vinegar, and then you take a Ziploc bag, you cut a little bit of a slit in one side of the bag towards the top, and then you fill the Ziploc bag a little bit with baking soda, and then you close the bag and you roll it up and you drop it into the water bottle with the vinegar, and you put the cap on. And you, if you want, you can throw some like BBs into there, and so when it explodes, it goes everywhere. And so, we made one of these, and it was it was probably about like 9:30, 10 at night, right? And we decided to do it, right at my house. And so we make it, and we go out into the street near my house, and we just fucking full send this thing. We just chuck it up into the air, and we just run, and it hits the ground, and it was so it sounded like a gunshot. And, we're all just kind of like shocked at how loud it was. We're just like, and then all of a sudden, my dad comes barging out of the front door, gun in hand, and we all just freeze, and we look at him like, oh shit, we're dead. And he just looks at us, chuckles, and then goes back inside. And later on, we asked him, we're like, why'd you come out gun in hand? He's like, I thought somebody was shooting a gun at our house. And we're like, yeah, that's fair enough. And then probably about a week or two later, Dad encouraged us to make another one in a 2-liter bottle, a 2-liter soda bottle. And we went out into the backyard and put it on like this crate. And my dad took his pellet gun, an air-powered pellet gun, and cranked that thing so it was like super powerful, and shot it. And that thing sounded like a bomb. And it was so loud. And Dad's like, all right, let's go inside before the cops come. And it was the funniest thing. But they were just so fucking loud. Like, it was unbelievable. It was wild.
Now I low-key want to make one of those.
They're so much fun. And
just find someone I don't like and just throw it. I could just do it in front of those boomers that we got. So, long story short, I might have told you about this, but my brother and I ding-dong dished this boomer's house like 6 times in one night. Suffice to say that they were not happy. So we got some boomers, and my brother and I got them like 6 times in one night. And they were not happy. They were angry. Now I low-key want to do it in front of their house. Why not? Maybe get the 2-liter bottle, get, because I found an airsoft gun in an abandoned house. So I might just buy some airsoft pellets for it and just shoot the bottle. That would be fun though.
I don't know if plastic BBs would be enough to set it off though.
It's metal. They're metal.
Is it metal? Okay. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. It's not airsoft then.
Yeah, I always mess up the two. I really do, because like they're so similar. It's just the only thing that's really different is the ammo.
And I think that
the chamber too, correct?
Airsoft guns, I think, have an orange tip, and actual pellet guns do not.
Okay, so that would make sense as to why there isn't one of those the orange or the base or the tip of the gun.
There's no orange at the tip.
Yeah, no, I've always just gone like this. Let's fucking. I'm gonna fucking do it. I sent it to one of my buddies over Snapchat, and he's like, "Put the gun down." I'm like, dude, it's not a real gun. It's unloaded. It's not real. I don't have any real guns yet. Keyword yet. But yeah, no. He's like, put it down. I'm like, dude, look, don't worry. I'm fine. For the most part, I'm fine. I'm dead inside. I'm still fine.
I mean, we all, especially our generation, has mental issues. We all have our shit we got to work on, and it's sad that, I mean, it's starting to become a better thing, men's mental health, because nobody gives a shit about the mental health of men.
It's only women's mental health.
Yeah, and it's but yeah. Do you want to know how to make a smoke bomb?
Oh yeah. Let's hope the TSA doesn't find this.
I mean, it's not like a.
I know. I was making a joke.
It's not like a real smoke bomb. Like, it's very simple and it doesn't produce a lot. But anyways, you take a ping pong ball, and it's got to be like not very plasticky. It's like, this ping pong ball. I don't know. I think it has a star on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very plasticky. They're more sturdy, like almost professional. So you take a ping pong ball, and you just take a sheet of aluminum foil, and you basically only put one layer of the aluminum foil, or one layer of the aluminum foil over the ping pong ball, and use like a pencil or something, and you put that against the ping pong ball, and kind of make almost looks like a fuse, right?
Yeah.
But that's just the spout for the smoke to go out of. So since there's only one layer of aluminum foil between the flame and the ball, you basically just hold a flame to the bottom of the ping pong ball on the opposite side of the spout. And, you know, within a couple seconds, this thing just starts like just spewing out this smoke. And, I mean, it only lasts maybe 3 seconds, but, like, it produces like, not a lot, but, like, a decent amount, more than you would think.
That sounds like a fun thing to do while drunk.
We used those in Airsoft Wars as well.
That's cool, though.
Smoke cover.
Now I really wanted to have like an airsoft. Like I
have a
paintball gun.
Paintball battle.
Oh, paintball is fun. I love paintball. I've only done it a couple times, but it's so much fun.
Next time I go paintballing, all I'm going to be wearing is jeans and a t-shirt.
I've done it once in just shorts.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was very stupid.
I don't want to get, like, shot in
it was very
kneecap and not have any sort of protection. I want at least a layer of jeans.
It only stings after a bit. Like, I mean,
yeah. It depends on how close they are. But
true.
The worst thing is when you're wearing your mask and you get shot in the mouth.
Yeah, and you get all the like
paint gets in your mouth, and then you're just like tastes like shit.
Now we can turn that into an ASMR of Patrick just like yakking into the camera. Hi guys, today we will be doing some ASMR. It's choking ASMR.
We can do some gawking in there.
How that would be? The thing would be funny is if someone just produced an audio of that and posted it to YouTube and like made it go like on a loop for like hours on end.
Just the audio of some porn star just.
You do the Bert Kreischer where he's. Do you know who Bert Kreischer is?
I don't.
He's a very funny comedian. He basically his whole shtick is he talks about his family and he tells like stories about he's a bad parent just to kind of lay it out there. He's a bad parent, but he has his shirt off during the whole routine, and he tells like these funny stories. Like in one of his things, he was talking about how. So his first line is. So my wife watched her first porn the other day. Let me rephrase that. My wife caught me watching porn the other day, and it was just one of those whole story. And long story short, he started making made a comment about his wife not giving him good enough blowjobs. So he's like that's what blowjob looks like, bitch, or some shit like that. And it's like mascara. He's like he made a comment like this wasn't mascara running porn. This was just like real fucking porn. And he's like. Just told him the story. Hardcore. And so basically, he had his phone tethered to the TV unknowingly, and his wife walked in the room while he was like searching through all these porns.
My God.
But you should look up Bert Kreischer. He's on Netflix. He has a couple specials on Netflix. He's super funny.
Bert
Kreischer. Kreisher, I believe. He's a big dude. He's a big hairy dude.
You ever heard of Bo Burnham?
Yes, he's the guy with the accent, right? No. Wait, no. I was thinking of someone else.
Does a lot of he creates his own music, but it's like comedy.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Dude, he's so funny. I love it. I love a lot of his songs.
Has he made anything recently?
Not that I know of. I haven't looked him up recently. I don't know. I know that he's got a special on Netflix.
I'll have to look that up.
But yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take a quick break here, quick breather, so we can, take a piss, go get a drink. I'm gonna send you guys over to our sponsors. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be right back after these ads. Hey guys. So before we get into this episode, I would like to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Knist, Knist. They are an awesome slingshot company that I've been partnered with for quite some time, and they have opened up shop on their updated website at knist.com. www.quitbitching.online. I'm pretty sure you all know how to spell online, so I'm not going to spell that. So they sell slingshots, steel balls, and band sets. They just came out with a new slingshot called the Maverick. The original slingshot, the original Knist slingshot, is about $6.99 on their website. And they've got the band sets for $4.99. And they've also got a pack of steel balls for $8.99. So please go check them out. They're a great company, and they have some amazing slingshots. So take my word for it and go check them out. So with that being said, guys, go check them out now. The Quit Bitchin' Coalition is a lifestyle brand for those who live their life on their own terms. Mavericks that don't quit, don't give in, ever. They are more than a clothing brand. They strive to help people in all facets of life. They believe in the saying, quote, do good while doing good, end quote. The Quit Bitchin' Coalition seeks to motivate people while providing badass, fashionable apparel. And as they like to say, fashion with an attitude, we are made for Mavericks. Guys, please head over to their website. It is www.quitbitchingcoalition.com. Use code PRESSBOX for 10% off your entire order on the website. So go on over and check them out and support their business. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show. Lox Hair Wax Company is an American company that is veteran-owned and operated. Lox makes all-natural grooming products that are handmade in small batches to ensure top-quality control. These products consist of hair pomade, beard balms, and oils, aftershave balm, even tattoo salve, and they have much more as well. Lox Hair Wax Company is for the sharp savage with a warrior ethos, a never-quit spirit, and a cool hand attitude. Besides grooming products, they also offer a wide variety of apparel and accessories that embrace the American fighting spirit. If you too value what it takes and what it means to love this country, remember its roots, fight for it, work hard, and look sharp doing it, then head over to www.loxpomade.com and join the Lox train. Also, if you use code PRESSBOX10 at the end of your order, then you will save 10% off your entire order. Stay sharp and stay savage. Hey guys, so we're going to take a quick break from this episode of the podcast to get a word from one of our sponsors, Anchor. So Anchor has been helping us create this podcast for you guys for the past couple months, and we want to really thank them. It's an awesome tool to use. It's free. I mean, seriously, who can argue with something being free? All right. I love free stuff. It's free. Seriously free. I'm not joking. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer, which I do both. I actually do both a lot of the times. Anchor can and will distribute your podcast for you. So you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and quite a few more. And if you want, you can do it yourself. You can distribute to other websites as well. Now, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. I'm going to repeat that. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. And it's really everything you need to make a podcast in one place. You got, editing tools, you got, background music, you've got, you can get voice messages from your listeners, and it's great. It's a great thing. It's a great tool. So make sure you go download that free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Now let's get right back into the show. Hello, everybody. We're back from break, from our commercial break. Hope you go check those sponsors out. They've done tremendous work for us here in getting you guys deals, hooking us up with some nice shit. So go check them out. And we're back here with Patrick Ogden. So now we kind of decided to play, Fuck, Marry, Kill. And then we're going to talk about Possessions, which was a film that I wrote. That he did casting. He helped me with the casting.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, and you helped with pretty much almost everything with the supply run. So yeah, so we'll do fuck, marry, kill. We'll talk about that, and then we'll kind of go from there. I really thank you guys for sticking around. This is crazy, all new season, all new. Just think about it. You're now the first guest on the Seth Chason or the Chason Show. You were the first guest on the Chason Show. Second season, I decided, you know what? Let's make this a new season so that we don't have to go back and fucking edit everything. It's a new season, first episode. We have Patrick Ogden, this fucking whore. So, all right, let's get into it. Synchronized burping.
Alrighty.
So Patrick pulled up a list of some people here because I was too fucking lazy to do it beforehand when I meant to, but you know.
Alrighty, so your first options: Megan Fox, Scarlett Johansson, Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay. So I'm killing Megan Fox. Megan Fox isn't as hot as Scarlett Johansson and Gal, or what's the name again?
I think it's Gadot.
Gadot. She was Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Scarlett Johansson has a lot more money than Wonder Woman. I'm going to call her Wonder Woman. But Wonder Woman's hotter. I'm going to go with marrying Wonder Woman and I don't know, because I'd love to wake up to that beautiful face over and over again. I'm going to go fuck Scarlett Johansson and marry Wonder Woman. What about you?
I would probably honestly, I'd say kill Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
Yeah. Because, and I'd fuck Megan Fox because, I mean, just, growing up, always that, one hot actress, right?
Yeah, but she's not as hot as she used to be. Like, now she's more plastic than anything.
I mean, I guess, but still.
It'd be like fucking Barbie doll.
I mean, but still, it's just the childhood fantasies can take over. And then marry Gal Gadot because I think she is a very gorgeous woman. She is very hot.
She is easily one of the hottest actresses in Hollywood. So I got 3 here off the top of my head.
Girls personally that are way cuter than her.
So we got Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
We got Kim Kardashian. No, let's take that back. We have Scarlett Johansson. Let's see. The girl who was in Zombieland, she was also in
Emma Stone?
Yeah, Emma Stone. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. I honestly don't know why. Or fuck, why am I blanking on this bitch's name? Oh my god. It's like a name that everybody fucking knows. Shit.
Kate Upton?
No. Fuck. Oh, Friends. Rachel. Fuck, what's her name?
What's her name?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Fuck. Hold on, I'm looking that up. Fuck, that's annoying me now. Jennifer Aniston. I can't believe I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I don't really same. Everybody knows her, okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Aniston, who was the other one?
And Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Kill Emma Stone. Fuck Jennifer Aniston. Marry Jennifer Lawrence.
All right, so I'm gonna because Jennifer Aniston has a lot of money. She has a lot of money, right?
See, but
she's older, So you have to put in an equation. She's going to die sooner.
But older people have more experience.
That is true. So I'm probably going to go with Mary Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck Emma Stone. Kill Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
I'm going to get a lot of people coming at me for that one, but I don't care.
All right. The next people?
Yeah.
All right. Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, and Hugh Jackman.
Oh, the Australian trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Chris Hemsworth with short hair. I'm going to go with, I don't know. Because Hugh Jackman's a fucking legend. He's a fucking legend. And he's probably a fucking legend, too.
Probably.
So I'm going to go fuck Hugh Jackman, kill Liam, and marry Chris.
I would kill Liam as well. Fuck Chris, marry Hugh.
True. I guess I can see that.
Acting every morning and being able to fuck him. Like, come on. Wolverine, I mean, come on.
Wolverine's a fucking... So, all right.
Oh, he was freaking Javert. Javert and Les Miserables. He's got a beautiful voice.
He does. I really didn't know he could sing. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Imagine him serenading you.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
All right. So I'm bringing the thunder with him. Chris Pratt, why did I say Michael Scott? Why am I thinking? God, I'm blanking on his fucking name.
Now I'm drawing a blank. I know.
Son of a bitch.
God damn. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell or Ryan Reynolds?
Chris Pratt, Steve Carell, Ryan Reynolds.
Steve Carell in his prime. Not him as an old dude.
Chris Pratt, Steve Carell, Ryan Reynolds. I'd say kill Steve, fuck Chris, marry Ryan.
I don't know, because Chris is super funny. But so is Ryan, though. I'm gonna go with kill Steve, fuck marry Ryan, fuck Chris. I don't know, because Chris Pratt is super funny. So is Ryan Reynolds. Like, I think it's funny though that Marvel has now transferred to more of a comedy, as well as, obviously the serious storyline, but it's comedy.
They have a lot of comedic relief.
Yeah. One more round?
One more round. You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to go with minus Chris Hemsworth, a Chris trifecta. Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, and Chris Pine.
Kill Chris Evans because he's annoying. He's a good actor, don't get me wrong, but he's annoying. His Twitter is annoying. Very annoying. And then fuck Pine and then marry Hemsworth.
I said not Hemsworth, it's Pratt.
Oh, Pratt.
Pratt?
Yeah.
So you'd still marry Pratt?
Yeah.
Okay. I would kill Pratt. And then I would fuck Evans because imagine him in his Captain America suit.
Oh, God.
Like, come on. And then marry Chris Pine because I think Chris Pine is a very attractive man. And also, people are gonna hate me for this, but Star Trek is better than Star Wars. Star Trek
I hate you.
Huh?
No.
You don't like that either?
I like Star Wars better.
I would just imagine, him.
All right.
Captain. And his uniform every day.
How about this one, right? I don't remember their names. Well, I don't know. Well, Rey from Star Wars, right? I don't remember her name. Fucking why am I blanking out a fucking name? Jesus. I'm just gonna call them by the character names. Rey, Padme, or Leia in her prime during the original trilogy.
Kill Leia, fuck Padme, marry Rey.
I would have to disagree with you there. Kill Rey because she's annoying as fuck, and she's not a real Skywalker, so you know she can eat my ass. What?
I said I have to marry Padme.
You're cutting out.
Fuck Rey, marry Padme.
I'd marry Padme. Fuck Leia, and then kill Rey because Rey's annoying.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so yeah, so before during our ad break, we were talking about how it's almost a year since the idea of Possessions, a film that I had written and had a tremendous help from Patrick with. So when that idea was proposed, right? What was your first? Because I know like it was super popular. Like I haven't checked the views on it lately. Probably north of 350 views in, but like that blew up. What was your first kind of like thought of when you first heard the idea as opposed to watching the final product? Total honesty. I want total honesty here.
Yeah, at first, honestly, I thought it was going to be done a little differently. I thought it was going to be more of, I don't know. I just thought it was going to be different. Like, I don't know how I thought it was going to be different. I just remember that I thought it was going to be done differently. But I do like the way that it ended up turning out. It turned out spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud of it. I mean, if I could change one thing, it would be the camera quality. Because that, I think when I got it, because Braden was recording it, I wish that either I had a camera that I was using or I just used my fucking phone. Because, you know, it wouldn't have been as corrupt. But I think it was also me putting it through like 2 different editing softwares, which was probably another thing that killed it. But yeah, no, honestly, it was a lot of fun to make. And I can't thank you enough for casting, for driving me around. And it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
It was really a good time. Unfortunately,
you much like I could just chill and hang out.
It was so much like it was so much fun to make, and then now like looking at the impact it's had on kind of like friendships, it's really awesome. Like, you know, I can't thank you enough for helping me with that, and you know, because it was such a great experience to finally do. I can't tell you how many fucking scripts I have, and I had before that, and I'm like, I finally got it done. I was finally like on the crunch, and I had to get it done. And I was super proud of how it turned out. It was a little confusing with, you know, I didn't know how to really edit the glitch effect. So that is what ultimately kind of made it more confusing to people, but a lot of people was confusing. But I feel like, you know, if you actually read the script and you actually knew what was going on and you were there, I think you'd understand it better than if you're just watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of people, you know, telling me, "Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome." And I'm happy, you know, to do that. I'm hoping to hopefully make another one here soon. What I actually was talking to a buddy of mine, and we're going to go to department stores and we're going to film, making fun of life hack videos and just saying, instead of just looking like a retard and putting a whole bunch of things together, why don't you go to the fucking store and buy it? And just kind of have like a parody like that, if you will. And then just some other stupid shit. But like, you know, the ideas, you know, that we had, and I remember we were just bouncing ideas off each other, which made it even better. One thing I was upset about though was Rona had to fuck some shit up, and we weren't able to film the sequel and the eventual third film, which probably will not get done. So I gotta kind of leave that one in the dust. But again, like, I can't thank you enough for that help there, and shout out to everyone who was part of that. Everyone that had a hand in it. Thank you, everyone.
And bro, Cat. Was there anybody else? Tad.
What? Tad. So what were the names you listed off? Because you kind of cut out for a second.
Jay, Lilia, Brayden, Brooke, Tad,
and Kat. Yeah. And you know, I remember it was cold as fuck that night. It was cold.
And I wasn't able to be there for the filming either because I had to work. I got there like at the very end.
Yeah, I think we were coming back and we were planning on filming another scene, but it was the next morning we would have, but we didn't get time to because no one was it would only be me, you, and Kat that was free. But we needed Braden. I think Braden had something to do that morning because I believe it was a Sunday or we filmed it on a Saturday. And there was a Sunday, I think that was. I don't remember.
You're right. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think you're.
Yeah. So, and along with that, all right. So we met almost. It was almost actually might have been. Actually, it was a year ago, a couple days ago. What was your first impression of me? What was your first impression?
Because we met in the acting class.
Yeah, and then we had the math class like after that.
Yeah, and then it was, I think first day we didn't really interact.
Yeah.
But I think second day of that class, when we had to do that one activity or something.
Was that the one where we had to, or was it the icebreaker one where we had to like, I'm trying to think because we did a lot of activities in that class. Was it the one where we had to,
I don't remember exactly what it was, but like you and I, like we were supposed to be doing our own thing, but like we were allowed to sort of interact with each other. And so I think you and I just kind of like went right past it. We were just like, yo, what the?
Oh yeah. I do. That was one where we had to walk back and forth across the stage, and we had to say a certain line, and we had to respond with that certain different line, and we had to work on like the tone. I remember, that was so much fun.
I think that was the first time that we ever like interacted or like spoke, and then after that, I think we just kind of like talked a little bit, and then later on, it was just like, this is a chill dude. Like, this is a cool dude. I want to be friends with this guy.
So my first impression of you was like, I thought originally, because I remember you were very outspoken in that first two classes, and you were very, very talkative, and I was expecting you to be the classic like drama kid, like just the classic theater kid, band kid kind of, vibe.
Kid.
And but like after meeting you again, you were very fucking chill. Like it was so much fun though, because we had like all these inside jokes now, that we've been friends for what, almost just over a year. We have all these inside. I remember we were like, fuck, we were walking through Walmart. You're like, who said it first?
I think I did.
I think you did.
Because we were talking about something about, I don't remember the specific conversation, but it was something about biology. And then I said, it's baloney. It's Bologna.
Yes, because didn't you have a biology class that first semester and you were talking about it to me?
I didn't have a biology class. I think we were just talking about some random topic. I think it was, I don't remember what the topic was on, but I think it was something about like human wants or needs or desires or something like that.
I vaguely recall.
And I was like, it's just basic biology. And then I think you said it's baloney. And I said, yeah, it's Bologna.
Like we have we have a really good fucking friendship, and it's so great because we basically verbally abuse each other on the daily. Like this man came up with the string, what was it, cum guzzling thunder cunt?
Yeah.
And then dick tickling, I can rattle, like dick tickling ass goblin was another one.
Cock sucking gypsy.
We have all these fucking names for each other. Like we will just randomly on Snapchat blurt out like just these long strings of awful words that just work. They just work as an insult. I find myself using those on a daily basis now.
Oh boy.
But dude, I think we're coming to a close here. I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten all day, so well, I ate breakfast, but that was only what did I eat for breakfast?
I've been munching on some goldfish, but I think the only actual thing I've eaten today was around 9:45 a.m. when I got my break today.
Oof.
And had a ham, egg, and cheese bagel with hot sauce.
Now you had me before the hot sauce.
Dude, the hot sauce makes it so good.
I'm not a big spicy guy.
Spicy.
Eh.
Just gives it a little bit of a kick.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, man. Well, it was a pleasure having you on this first episode of the Chason Show. I'm sorry to cut it short, but I've got a man needs to eat.
It's Bologna.
It's Bologna. Yeah, it's Bologna. Humans need to eat. So I'm gonna end it here. Again, thank you everybody for listening. I'm gonna put this fucker's links in the bio. His Insta username is cumguzzlingthundercunt on Instagram. Just kidding. But check my man out on Instagram. I'll put all his links again in the description of this video. Or why did I say video? Podcast. I'm all messed up today because of the changing of the name and shit. But again, guys, thank you for listening to the first ever episode of the Chason Show, formerly known as the Press Box Bros podcast. And I can't mention the podcast without Micah. Micah, we love you, dude. You're forever rest in peace. You'll always have a spot in the booth with me.
I miss that man.
Dude, we ended streaks. We had a streak going. We had almost 300-day streak, and he's like, "Oh, I'm ending streaks." We were within 15 days of 300 or some shit. And this man, yeah. But again, Micah, we love you. Please, please, hopefully come back as a guest sometime. And again, for you, Patrick, anytime you want to come on the podcast, just let me know. And I'll have you on. We'll have some other guests on here with you, so it's a whole fucking group of people talking, which I think will be super cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Thank you all for listening, and hope to have some more episodes out to you in the future.